So hello everyone. Today our topic is a MODBUS TCP IP. So in this video we understand what is the MODBUS TCP IP and how to communicate and what method and how to differentiate with the MODBUS RTU communication. So now in my previous video and last video I also explained MODBUS RTU. Now today we try to explain MODBUS TCP IP communication method. This is the another communication method which one mostly used in industries, and right now they are most popular this communication in industries for communication purpose, for data transfer purpose. So first of all we understand there's some short theory. After that I will explain how to use. So in this, so first of all, what is the Modbus TCP IP? So Modbus, you also know the Modbus is a communication protocol. So communication protocol means one device to another device communication rule and regulation, what method, what protocols, what means which standards. There are some set standard to data transfer or communication between one device to another device. So this one is called Modbus. Modbus is a mainly referred to Modicon. So Modbus mainly purpose is a communication protocol set of rules which can be perform communication between one to another device, two, three device. So Modbus is a communication protocol. Next is a TCP/IP. TCP/IP is a Ethernet based communication method. So next, our previous video we explained Modbus RTU means Modbus communication protocol. There are some set rules and they set the communication. The RTU is a our two-wire communication. This is RS485. Now we are using TCP/IP Ethernet communication method. This is a very standard and user-friendly communication. No very big challenge for communication between one to and another device. So TCP/IP is a Ethernet based communication, wire communication. They are using Ethernet cable. So what we do, and what is a TCP/IP in Modbus? Why we call TCP/IP TCP/IP every time we are using TCP/IP word? Or TCP/IP means transmission data transmission control protocol, means between one device to another device data transfer. So anyone who's to perform system smoothly one device to another data easily, means start to end without any issue. So TCP is a mainly role for error, any data missing, any packets. There is a some data transfer in packets form. So TCP/IP is a critical role. So TCP/IP check all data properly transfer to receiver or server or client. Their TCP/IP mainly roles for is all communication, all data transfer without any error, without any data missing or communication loss, or all responsibility taken care by TCP/IP. TCP/IP you just understand in the real life example. TCP/IP is the courier. They data means one data to means one material sent to another location with proper signature or confirmation. So TCP/IP is a very important. Not a you just go some courier dispatch and we don't know what material is received and who's received. So today facility is a we also check where is my courier and who is receiver. Everything we know in courier industry. Same like TCP. TCP is a important role. There is this data to end data, and each and every parameter they check. So start this data, end this data, no any missing data, any error, any data missing. So TCP/IP just like courier with a proper signature receiving confirmation, means material successfully delivered. So IP is the internet protocol. You everyone knows is the IP address. This is the internet. They require some unique ID, unique address. So IP address is a unique identification address. So they are using for communication. For and one important feature, Modbus, this IP address always used for port. Used for port. What is the port? And how to understand what is the in TCP IP network? The internet means internet protocol, which is a port. Port is a unique numbers for each and every communication. Suppose IP address is your house address or your city address or your some local area address, and data is come for your house address, IP address. After that, which suppose your IP address is a house is a 7 rooms, and IP address come for this data and which rooms go data. So port is a defined 502 means particular which room you go for data. So port is a very important. Without port we cannot communicate, and 502 is a standard protocol. Some port are different. For HTTP is a different address. For FTP is a different, and HTTPS means there are some different port numbers. Suppose 80, 21, and 502 and 441. They are different standard protocol, standard port number. We cannot define. This is a standard port number, and we can use for this port number for IP communication purpose. 192.168 in colon after we use 502. So this address and this address after you 502 port number. Data transfer port number is just like house. In room, in house there are some multiple rooms, and one room location is a 502. Data come to your door. After that, which room go, this is a port 502 to go. And Modbus TCP IP communication flow, there are some method for communication. These are used for Modbus command, TCP IP, add reliability, IP send data, target device. These are already I explained. And Modbus RTU and TCP IP, these are some difference. Their RTU is a serial communication, two-wire communication. This is RS485 cable, baud rate needed. These are old system, but there are some required additional hardware, additional card required for RTU communication. There's CB1241. There are, but in Modbus TCP IP is the easy communication, plug and play communication. No any data, no any major settings, no any major programming required. They are easy to interface communication for Modbus TCP IP, faster. Role of TCP/IP in Modbus. This is already I explained. TCP/IP is a very critical role in Modbus TCP/IP communication. They are the transmission protocol, that transmission control system for data transfer, is reliability system without any error, without any missing data. So TCP/IP is a very crucial role. And in TCP/IP there are two important roles. One is a server and one is a client. So server and client, just like in Modbus RTU, one is a master and one is a slave. So same here, their name is changed, server and client. Client is a master. Client is a master and server is a slave. Same just like, and we can use same method, but there is some protocol method, there are different method for communication. So server is a your slave and client is a master. Okay, so now I go in TIA portal. In TIA portal, I select one S7-1200 PLC. So in 1200 PLC, so first of all, what I do, or I click. So first of all, this is our standard practice access level and full access. After that, what I do, connection mechanism, get and put enable. This is very important. Get and put enable. In Ethernet, I double click in Ethernet port. Here, this is important. Now TCP/IP communication here is start. This is what I do. Add subnet. So I create one network subnet and use this IP address, and we can also change any other address. This is based on our requirement. We can use any IP address. This IP address is very important for communication purpose. This is address, PLC address. So we can data transfer, data receive for using this address. Next, what I do, we can open our main program. Go to instruction, and instruction to go to other. This is our communication processor. Here we required some protocol, some additional devices, additional hardware, but this is the other in go to Modbus TCP IP. In Modbus TCP IP, two block is available. One is a client, one is a server. So anyone we can drag and drop. So they are created by default 1 DB. Now access. This is the block for server. Server means slave. Now if I select this server block in our PLC, means my PLC work as a slave device. Means master is a third party and PLC is a slave. Means master always asks to slave data transfer, data receive. Every time master is asking for slave. Now if I select server block, means server is a our PLC as a slave device. If you can check, these are disconnect and which kind data type what we are using. So if I select block and click in F1 block, these are input and output block detailing. This is input, this is our output. So input disconnect means server or active or 0 and 1. This is a digital signal. MB hold register. This is the important which data we can read and write, what data transfer in. Suppose 1 DB create data block create, and in data block I want to read and write some data. So we can use this DB address here. Means our DB address is here. We can write any DB to drag and drop. Connect is a very important part. Connect is a very important part. Connect is a special type of data type. We can use TCON IP4. Here we can use different type of data type, and this data type we can need to define each and every parameter for connection established. Without this block we cannot communicate. NDR is the output node, new data ready, 0 and 1. These are bold type data. The status is important. Status you can see here, if 702 means intermediate call connection being established. Status always show what are status in current or programming block. So these are basic settings. Now next video I will explain how to communicate devices. So hope you understand, these are basic things, not a big scenario. I just explained little bit. Okay, thank you.